Hi students, welcome to DS Economics channel. Today we are going to discuss 2020 February Kerala State Eligibility Test Economics Previous Year question. This is your part 3. In this part we are going to discuss from question number 81 to 120, and this is the last part of 2020 February Kerala State. Those who come for the first time, please subscribe to this channel, and those who do not watch the previous videos, they can watch the videos in the playlist. I have given the link of the playlist in the description box so that you can watch all the previous year videos. So let's start today's videos. So first question is question number 81. According to Karl Marx theory of economic development, rate of profit varies inversely with rate of surplus value or varies inversely with organic composition of capital. Yes, this is the right option. According to Karl Marx theory of economic development, according to Marx theory, rate of profit varies inversely with organic composition of capital. So option B is right here, because Marx theorized that the rate of profit tends to fall as the organic composition of capital increases. Organic composition of capital means the ratio of constant capital to variable capital. So this increase when profit fall, organic composition of capital increases. So there is a inverse relation between these two concepts, and this is because as more capital is invested in machinery and technology, machinery and technology means constant capital, then relative to labor is variable capital. So the source of surplus value means which comes from labor, it decreases and leading to a falling rate of profit. So it varies inversely with organic composition of capital. Then question number 82. Gini coefficient varies between -1 to +1, 0 to 1, -1 to 0, or -0.5 to 0.5. So Gini coefficient varies between 0 to 1. So option B is correct here. Gini coefficient. So 0 represent perfect equality. 0 means perfect equality, and 1 means perfect inequality, means total inequality. If there is more inequality, then perfect inequality means 1, and perfect equality between the two is called perfect equality, that is 0. So it varies from 0 to 1. Gini coefficient, we measure it in the Lorentz curve inequality. Then question number 83. Nobel Prize for Economic Science in the year 2019 was awarded to. Nobel Prize for Economic Science. Roll Romer, Notes, Abhijit Banerjee, Kaushal Abhijit Banerjee, Esther Duflo, Michael Kremer, Richard Threl, Abhijit. Yes, this is C. Nobel Prize of Economic Science in 2019 was awarded to Abhijit Banerjee, Esther Duflo, and Michael Kremer. So they were awarded the prize for their experimental approach to alleviating global poverty. They mainly focus on alleviating global poverty. In 2019, Nobel Prize were Abhijit Banerjee, Esther Duflo, and Michael Kremer. Then question number 84. The situation where some people demand a smaller quantity of a commodity as more people consume it in order to be different and exclusive. So this is called as snob effect. A unique product, a different or exclusive product. Then the snob effect, it refers to a situation where individuals prefer to consume less of a commodity as it becomes more popular, because they want to be different or exclusive. So it contrasts with the bandwagon effect. Bandwagon effect means where people consume more as others consume. So when other people consume, we also consume. It is called as bandwagon. And when others people are not consuming but I consume, so it is called as snob effect, because it creates unique or prestige value. Some rare product I use, so it is called as snob effect. and 𝙍𝙍 means we use luxurious goods. The price of when price of the goods rises, we demand more of that product, like luxurious item, iPhone, etc. It is called as 𝙍𝙍 effect. And bandwagon means when all are using we use that product. That product was which product that is use all the people, and where people consume more as others consume more, then it is called as bandwagon. But it is the right answer for question number 81 is snob effect. Then question number 85, the action of purchasing a commodity from one market where it is cheaper and selling in another market where it is most expensive, it is called as appreciation, arbitrage, adverse selection, auction. It is called as arbitrage. Arbitrage means the action of purchasing a commodity from one market where it is cheaper, then it's selling in the another market where it is more expensive. So we buy from the cheaper market and sell in the expensive market, so it is called as arbitrage. Then question number 86, when a price of a good falls, if the positive substitution effect is smaller than the negative income effect, such goods are called. Here negative income effect is larger. Where negative income effect means when income of a consumer rises, the demand for that good decreases. Then it is called as Giffen goods. Giffen goods. In Giffen goods are a type of inferior good, where the negative income effect outweighs the positive substitution effect when the price of the good falls, leading to an increase in demand. And when the price rises, a decrease in demand, and a decrease in demand when the price falls. So the shape of the Giffen curve is upward sloping, because here when price rises, demand increases. When price rises, quantity demand increases, and when price fall, quantity demand also. And how it negatively affect income effect, how it negatively affect, because when income of a consumer, we do not purchase the inferior good, we purchase the superior good. So here when price of that good rises, then we consume more. So here due to income effect, the it is called as negative effect to the inferior good and positive effect to the given good. So it is called as given goods. Then question number 87, Angel law states that, what Angel law states, the proportion of total expenditure on necessary goods decline as income increases. Yes, this is the right statement of Angel law. Angel law says that according to this law, as a household income increases, generally the percentage of income spent on necessary goods, necessary goods, like we take an example of food, it decreases, while spending on other goods like luxurious goods and services tends to increase. Here the proportion of total expenditure on necessary good declines as income increases. When income of a consumer increases, necessary goods demand decreases and luxurious good demand increases. This is called as Angel law. Then question number 88, World Investment Report is published by World Investment Report published by WTO, World Bank, IMF or UNCTAD. Yes, World Investment Report was published by UNCTAD. UNCTAD means United Nation Conference on Trade and Development. United Nation Conference on Trade and Development. So the World Investment Report is published by annually by UNCTAD and provides insight into global investment trends, including foreign direct investment, etc. But WTO means World Trade Organization, and IMF International Monetary Fund. UNCTAD means United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. So option D is right here. Then question number 89, if the marginal utility of the last unit of X consumed is twice the marginal utility of the last unit of Y consumed. So X is twice than Y. So the consumer is in equilibrium only if the price of x is twice the price of y, or the price of x is equal to price of y, or the price of x is one half of the price of y. So here question is marginal utility of last unit of x consumed is twice than the marginal utility of last unit of y consumed. Then the consumer equilibrium is also in if the price of x is twice the price of y. So here 89A is right, because in consumer equilibrium the ratio of marginal utility of goods should be equal ratio to their prices. So mathematically this can be expressed as MUX by MUY is equal to PX by PY. But question is, so if the marginal utility of last unit of x is twice that of y, then we write as MUX is equal to twice of MUY. Then the consumer will be in the equilibrium only if the price of x is twice of price of y. That is price of x is twice is equal to twice of price of y. When price of x is equal to twice of price of y, then MUX is equal to twice of MUY. So option A is right here. Then question number 90. The optimal level of output for a perfectly competitive firm is given by the point where MC is equal to MR. MC is equal to MR. This is the main. And there are two conditions for equilibrium. MC is equal to MR, and MC should cut MR from below. So MC exceed MC equal MR is equal to MC. Yes, MR equal to MC. This is the right option. MR equals to MC, and MC is rising. Yes, this is the second condition, because this condition ensures that the firm is maximizing its profit by producing the quantity where the cost of producing and an additional unit equals the revenue generated from selling that unit. So the two condition is MC equals to MR and MC is rising. So here option D is right. Then question number 91. With reference to the Edgeworth model, which of the following statement is correct? The duopolite recognize their interdependence. It explains price rigidity. Each duopolite assume the other keeps its price constant. Yes, in Edgeworth model, each duopolist assume the other keeps its price constant. When price constant, it is called duopoly model. Edgeworth duopoly model. Edgeworth duopoly model. In the Edgeworth model of duopoly, firms recognize their interdependence, but each firm assumes that the other will keep its price constant when adjusting their own output. So this assumption often leads to the price fluctuation and instability as each firm tries to undercut the other. So this is the right answer for question number 91. Then question number 92. The locus of general equilibrium points of exchange in a two individual, two commodity economy is called consumption contract curve. Yes, it is called as consumption contract curve, because here the general equilibrium points of the exchange in two individual, two commodity. So consumption contract curve, it explain it represent the set of efficient allocation of two goods between two individuals in a two commodity, two person economy. First one is it is the efficient allocation of two goods. There are two goods, equilibrium condition, two goods, and between two individuals, two goods and two individuals in a two goods like two commodity and two person economy. So it is called as two good and two individual. It shows all the points where both individuals marginal rate of substitution are equal. So marginal rate of substitution of good 1 and good 2 or individual 1 and 2 are equal, indicating that no further mutually beneficial trade can occur. So it is called as consumption contract curve. Then come to next question 93. The concept of consumer surplus was proposed by consumer surplus Adam Smith, Alfred Marshall. Yes, consumer surplus given by Alfred Marshall, because Marshall is introducing the concept of consumer surplus in his book Principle of Economics. So consumer surplus, what it measures? It measures the difference between what the consumer are willing to pay for a good and what they actually pay. Consumer surplus means willingness to pay minus actual pay. What the consumer is willingness to pay and what he actually pay, it is the difference between these two is called consumer surplus, and this consumer surplus was given by Alfred Marshall. Then question number 94. The article managerial discretion and business behavior was penned by managerial discretion and business behavior R. Maris, R. Stone, W.J. Baumol or O. Williamson. So managerial discretion and business behavior was written by Oliver Williamson. So right option is option number D, Oliver Williamson, who is known for his work on transaction cost economics and the theory of the firm, including managerial discretion in decision making. So managerial discretion model given by Oliver Williamson. Then question number 95. The aggregate foreign exchange reserve of India in December 2019 was, in December 2019 it was approx $455 billion US dollar, but according to the recent data in 2024 September 2024, its foreign exchange reserve is approx $684 billion. So $684 billion. Now present exchange foreign exchange reserve in India is $684 billion. Then question number 96. Unified Payment Interface or UPI is owned and operated by RBI, NPCI, CCIL or SBI. So UPI is owned and operated by NPCI. NPCI means National Payment Corporation of India. National Payment Corporation of India. So NPCI is the right option. UPI is owned and operated by NPCI, which is an umbrella organization. It is an umbrella organization for operating retail payments and settlement system in India. So NPCI was founded by Reserve Bank of India and the Indian Banks Association. So NPCI was founded by RBI and Indian Bank Association. So this is an umbrella organization which control UPI and other payment related activities. So NPCI full form is National Payment Corporation of India. NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. Then question number 97. Indian Bank is proposed to be merged with Allahabad Bank, Central Bank, Bank of Baroda or United Bank of India. Indian Bank merged with which bank? Indian Bank merged with Allahabad Bank. So right option is option number A. In 2019, Indian Bank merged with Allahabad Bank. The Indian government announced a major merger of public sector banks in 2019. So Indian Bank was proposed to be merged with Allahabad Bank to form a large entity where Indian Bank is the anchor bank. Here Indian Bank is the anchor bank and the merger was completed in April 2020 with Allahabad Bank. Then question number 98. Which of the following is not a money market instrument? Money market instrument. Debenture. Debenture is a money market instrument. Then bonds. It is also a money market instrument. Treasury bill. This is also a money market instrument. Then fourth one is equity share. Equity share is not directly a money market instrument. So option D is right here because equity shares are not considered a money market instrument. Money market instruments are short-term debt securities. So money market instruments are short-term debt securities such as treasury bill, commercial papers, certificate of deposits, which are typically issued for periods of less than 1 year. Short term, it means less than 1 year. so less than 1 year, these are called money market instrument. But here debentures and bonds can sometimes be long term, but the instrument used for short term financing in the money market are distinct from the equity share, which represent ownership in a company and are the part of capital market, not the money market. These are related with capital market, equity share. So option D is right here. Then question number 99. The condition in which all the consumer surplus is taken away by the seller is first degree price discrimination, second, third. So what? It is called as first degree price discrimination. The condition in which all the consumer surplus is taken away by the seller. In the first degree price discrimination, it is also known as perfect price discrimination. First degree, or it is called as perfect price discrimination. So in it, the seller charges each consumer the maximum price they are willing to pay for each unit of the goods. So this result in the seller capturing all the consumer surplus, leaving the consumer with none. So this form of price discrimination is the most extreme, as it extracts the full value from the consumer. So it is called as first degree price discrimination. Then question number 100. Which of the following is not correct regarding the new International Economic Order, NIEO, New International Economic Order, which is not correct? First one is a set of demands to ensure a fair, equal and considerate deal to developing countries in the international economic system. This is right. Then New International Economic Order, second one is New International Economic Order demands reform in the international monetary system. Yes, this is also right. Then access by South to the technology and capital markets of the North. Yes, this is also right. Then it was adopted through a resolution in the UN General Assembly in 1995. No, this is incorrect. So option D is incorrect here, because the new International Economic Order was not adopted in 1995. It was in fact introduced and adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 1974 through resolution of 3021, and the NIEO, New International Economic Order, was a set of proposals aimed at reconstructing the global economy to benefit developing countries by ensuring more equitable trade, access to technology and reform in the international monetary system. So here option D is incorrect. So right option is option number D. Then question number 101. Which of the following is not an assumption of the comparative cost advantage? Which is not an assumption of the comparative cost advantage. Comparative cost advantage developed by, this was developed by comparative cost advantage David Ricardo. So David Ricardo developed the comparative cost advantage. It is a fundamental concept in international trade that explains how countries can benefit from trade by specializing in goods for which they have a comparative advantage. So first one is labor is homogeneous. This is right according to comparative cost advantage. This means that labor is assumed to be uniform and of the same quality with no differentiation in skills across worker. So this is right. Then labor is perfectly mobile between countries. No, this is incorrect. Labor is not perfectly mobile between countries. So this is not necessarily perfectly mobile between countries. The theory doesn't require that labor can move freely between countries. In reality, labor mobility is often restricted by various factors such as immigration policies, language barriers. So this is not correct here. So comparative cost theory focus on relative cost and advantage rather than on the actual mobility of labor between countries. So option B is incorrect. Then option C, labor is the only element of cost of production. So yes, this is right, because the theory assumes that labor is the only or sole input in the production process. This simplifies the model by not considering other factors like capital or land. So this is right. Then option D, production is subject to the law of constant return. Yes, this is also right. This implies that the production function is linear, meaning double the input will double the output. So it assumes that the cost of production remain constant as output increases. So option D is also right. Option A, C, D all are right according to comparative cost advantage. But option B is incorrect here. So right answer is option number B. Then question number 102. FDI received by India will be. FDI means foreign direct investment received by India. It will be credited in the current account of the balance of payment, or debited in the current account of balance of payment, or credited in the capital account, or debited in the capital account. So first one is FDI received by India. FDI receive means it credit in the current or capital account. FDI is a capital account. So here FDI received by India, it is credited in the capital account of the balance of payment. So in the balance of payment, the capital account records all transactions related to the movement of capital, including FDI. So when India receives FDI, it is recorded as an inflow in the capital account, which means it is credited. So option C is right here, credited in the capital account of balance of payment. Then question number 103. GST Council is created under Article Dash of the Constitution of India, under Article 279, 246, 268 or 263. So it is the article under 279A. GST Council is credited under Article 279A of the Constitution of India. So option A is right here. Then question number 104. List 1, list 2. Dillon round, Kennedy round, Tokyo round, Uruguay round. So Dillon round, it is related 1960 to 61. Dillon round 1960 to 61. Then Kennedy round 1964. Kennedy round 1964 to 67. Then Tokyo round 1973 to 79. Then Uruguay round 1986 to 94. A2, B3, C4. A2, B3, C4, D1. Option B is right here. Then this is also a list 1, list 2 question. SM Vijayanand, MA Omen, BA Prakash, KV Ravindra Nair. Third State Finance Commission, 4th, 5th, 6th Finance Commission. This is the chairman and Kerala State Finance Commission. First one is SM Vijayanand. It is related with 6th State Finance Commission. MA Omen, 4th BA Prakash, 3 5th State Finance, and KV Ravindra Narayan, 3rd. So A for B2, C3, D1. Option A is right here. Then 106. Niti Aayog is an statutory body, advisory body, constitutional or reconciliatory body. So Niti Aayog is an advisory body. Niti Aayog is an advisory body. It is an advisory body that provides strategic and technical advice to the central and state governments. Unlike statutory bodies or constitutional bodies, Niti Aayog was established by an executive order and doesn't have a constitutional or statutory body. So it is a advisory body. So option B is right here. Then question number 107. Child sex ratio 0 to 6 year. It is called a child sex ratio of Kerala based on 2011 census. According to 2011 census, it was 959. So option B is right. Then question number 108. Second generation of economic reforms in India is largely related to institutional reconstructing product market, factor and input market, or trade reforms. So it is related with factor and input markets. Second generation economic reform in India is largely related to factor and input markets, because these reforms, which began in the late 1990s, aim to improve the efficiency of factor market, including labor and capital markets, by reducing regulatory barriers, enhancing competition, and promoting investment. Then question number 109, appreciation of India's currency leads to, when Indian currency appreciate, what it lead? It export becomes attractive? No. Flow of factor remittance to India is attractive? No. Imports become costlier? No. Then conducive to debt servicing? Yes, this is the right option. Appreciation of Indian currency leads to conducive to debt servicing, means when a currency appreciate, it strengthen relative to other currencies, so it making it easier and less costly to service foreign denominated debt. So this is because the cost of repaying debt in foreign currencies decreases, so it conducive to debt servicing. So option D is right here. Then question number 110, the theorem that postulate an increase in the relative price of a commodity raises the return or earning of the factor used intensively in the production of the commodity. It is called as Stoppler-Samuelson theorem. Yes, this is the right option, Stoppler-Samuelson theorem, because Stoppler-Samuelson theorem states that an increase in the relative price of a commodity will lead to an increase in the real return to the factor of production that is used intensively in the production of that commodity, and a decrease in the return to the other factors. So option A is right here. Then question number 111, Bharatmala Pariyojana scheme is related to port development, highway development? Yes, Bharatmala Pariyojana scheme is related to highway development. Option B is right here, highway development. It is an initiative aimed at providing road infrastructure in India by developing national highways, expressways, and enhancing connectivity between the major economic hubs. So Bharatmala Pariyojana scheme is related with highway development. Then question number 112, which of the following is not true regarding sustainable development goals? So it was adopted in 2015. Yes, it was adopted in 2015. Then it has 17 sustainable development goals and 169 targets. Yes, it has 17 sustainable goals, 169 targets. Then year of target is 2013 30. Yes, these all are correct. Then it is a project of World Bank. No, this is incorrect. This is not a project of World Bank. Sustainable Development Goal are adopted in 2015 by the United Nations, and it consists of 17 goals and 169 targets with a target year of 2030. So there are a global initiative led by the UN, not World Bank. UN, United Nations, not a project of the World Bank. So World Bank is incorrect. So here not a project, not is option number D. Then question number 113, DALY is a concept used to estimate. DALY means disability adjusted life years. Disability adjusted life years. It is a concept used to estimate years of productive life lost due to disability and disease. This is the right option, option number A. Disability adjusted life years is a concept used to estimate years of productive life lost due to disability and disease. So it measures the burden of disease by combining the years of life lost due to premature mortality and the years lived with disability. It provides a comprehensive views of the overall impact of the health issue on a population. So option A is right here. Then question number 114, labor force participation rate, LFPR, means labor force participation rate. Labor force means total labor, number of employed person per 1000 person. No, number of employed and unemployment per 1000 person in 16 to 64 age group. Yes, labor force participation means it is the number of employed and unemployed person per 1000 person in the age group of 16 to 64 age group. So all the people between the age group of 16 to 64 people are called as labor force participation rate. So option B is right here, because labor force participation rate measures the proportion of the working age population. Working age population means it is the age group of 16 to 64 age group. So that is either employed or actively seeking employment, providing an indicator of the active labor force within an economy. So this is option number B is right here. Then question number 115, primary deficit means fiscal deficit minus interest payment. So fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Primary deficit is direct question, fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Option B. Then question number 116, all securities held by depository shall be. All securities held by depository shall be in physical form? No. Either physical form or dematerialized form? No. Dematerialized and in fungible form? Yes. This is the right option. All securities held by depositories shall be dematerialized and fungible form means depositors manage securities in a dematerialized form. Dematerialized meaning that they are not in physical certificates but are electronically recorded and transferable, allowing to easier trading and management. So they are not in physical certificate. Dematerialized means it is not in physical certificate but electronically recorded and transferable, allowing for easier trading and management. So option C is right here. Then question number 117, Basel Committee is related with rural credit, SEBI, NABARD or capital adequacy norms. Basel Committee is related with capital adequacy norm. Option D is right here, because the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision sets international banking regulation and standards, including those related to capital adequacy, to ensure that banks maintain sufficient capital to cover their risks. So Basel Committee is related with capital adequacy norms. Then question number 118, Okun's law implies negative relation between unemployment and GDP. So option C is right here. Okun's law implies negative relationship between unemployment and real GDP. So Okun's law suggests that there is an inverse relationship between the unemployment rate and the real GDP. Specifically, and when unemployment decreases, real GDP tends to increase. When unemployment decreases, real GDP increases, and vice versa. So this is called as Okun's law. It is the relationship between unemployment and real GDP. Then question number 119, menu cost or sticky prices is associated with. Menu cost or sticky prices, new classical economics, real business cycle, new Keynesian or supply side. It is related with new Keynesian economics. Menu cost or the cost of altering prices or sticky prices is associated with new Keynesian economics. It incorporates the concept of menu cost and sticky prices to explain why prices do not adjust immediately to change in the economic condition, leading to short-term inefficiencies and fluctuation in the economy. So it is related with new Keynesian economics, menu cost. Then today's last question, liquidity trap exists because at a low rate of interest. Liquidity trap, this is the situation of liquidity trap. At a low rate of interest, speculator demand for money becomes zero, or transaction demand for money becomes inelastic, demand for money becomes perfectly elastic, or speculative demand for money becomes perfectly elastic. Yes, liquidity trap generally related with speculative demand. Speculative demand for money becomes perfectly elastic. Here speculative demand for money is perfectly elastic in this position. So in liquidity trap, speculative demand for money becomes perfectly elastic. Option D is right. In a liquidity trap situation, as interest rate approaches very low level, when interest rate is very low, what individuals do? Individuals may become willing to hold an unlimited amount of money without a significant increase in interest rate. So it making the demand for money perfectly elastic at those low interest. So this is called as liquidity trap situation. Option number D is right here. So this is all about for the today's session. This was the last session of 2020 February Kerala set, and in next video we are going to discuss a 2019 question, 2019 Kerala set. So those who come for the first time, please subscribe to this channel, and if you like the video, please like, comment, also comment and share with your friends so that all are benefited from this video. And those who do not watch the previous videos, they can watch the videos. I have given the link of the playlist in the description box so that you all watch the previous Kerala set previous year questions. So thank you all. Jai Jagannath.